deserve. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. Where's that thing? Hold on a second. It's supposed to go off. There it is. Now I'm going to have to wait. Oh, geez, this live video. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse of the crypto markets where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano caught up. Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has climbed to 79 from yesterday's 76. Bitcoin dominance 53%. 24-hour volume is 78 billion. The overall market cap 2.63 trillion. Give or take 100 alien. Stole that one from the end of New York State of Mind, if you recognize it. Billy Joel, cordy little so-and-so. Always a cordy little so-and-so. That's why I try to teach Duke Billy Joel songs. Because if you learn one Billy Joel song, you almost know everything you need to know about playing piano. I have so many open things on my screen here. That's the problem with not doing a production video. So the reason I didn't do a production video is essentially we're at the exact same price we were yesterday. Now, seem to be having a little bit of a pianomattyb dump. 70.3. Are we going to lose 70K right live while we're watching? Yes. Randy a bite, got my coffee, now ready for the TA. Well, let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, the noisy little so-and-so. Look at this. If you're wondering what happened last night, well, I'm here to tell you. Nothing. We just ranged. Misco! Memberships for you, memberships for you, memberships for you. Thank you, Misco. Very, very much appreciated helping to build this channel. Much appreciated. Yeah, so if you're wondering what happened last night, I'm here to tell you this. Nothing. Right here. Look at this tight little range. Now, I mean, what does this look like? Looks like a little bull flag, doesn't it? You take the pole, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at, oh, wouldn't you know, our ascending channel's resistance, which is at 74K. Probably about 73.7 if I remember from yesterday's video. But look how these things work. That is a cute little bull flag. 5 for Friday, Misco. Yes, thank you very much. Put in a request for Duke. He'll sing you a song if you have one. Bearing in mind his songbook's a little smaller than Kyle and I's, but you know what Duke knows. And then, if we can, what I'm looking at here for this cute little bull flag is if we take this 20 moving average, we'll get John Travolta to ride the light fandango down the 20 moving average. You can see we've basically dipped under it. This was quite the dump, right? But we're going to come maybe test it. Where do we test it at? Where is she sitting? 69.9. Yeah. So what I would assume would happen is that we see a little, if we continued bearish pressure, we'd see a little, little dip down even. Maybe do the old silent elbow with the 50 moving average and then come up. So we'll stick that on there. Where's the fibster? We need a cat belly to pump the BTC over the weekend. He's outside, actually. Yeah, he was hollering like a mad, insane cat to go outside. And then it went outside the back door and then just went to the front door in the window and just looks at you. I'm ready to come back in now. Well, why do you even go up? maybe to go pee, I guess. Misco's in the Denver airport. Speaking of conspiracies, it's an interesting airport, Misco. If you check out the art, I don't know if they've changed it, but I think I remember seeing on a channel, what's that guy, the what files? The Y files. He did a thing on the Denver airport and all the secret little underground tunnels. It's bizarre. You know, like why is there so many secret underground? Let's put him back here. Where's the volume, John Travolta? Now, the reason why I put that in the thumbnail, it's the pi cycle chart. And now, what pi cycle chart is this purple one, 2x multiplier of the 350-day moving average. And you can see right here, oh, you can't see that. I need my arrow. 1 second. I'm going to go back to this thing. Grab the arrow, put it here, go back. There we go. No, I don't want to move the whole thing, just the arrow. So this was, you see where we are here. We're about to bridge over. This is 76K. So we're not quite at 76K. We're barely holding on to 70 right now. But at 76K, this is where we'll likely cross pi cycle. So look at this here. This is right in the 2020 bull market. Boom, we crossed. And zoinks. 217. Zoinks. So there we are. That's why we put it. That's why I put it in there. I actually had a meaning to my thumbnail. When usually my thumbnails have very little meaning. They just are there to grab attention somehow. You know, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I actually had meaning in this thumbnail. Pi cycle chart. 2x multiplier, the 350-day moving average. There we are right there, 76K. Boom to spank once we hit that. 6,000, that's a 10% gain from here. So it's quite substantial because that's over our ascending channels resistance. 76K is right there. So that's how far we'd have to hit. And then that's where we would probably see right around here, which would get us to 76 pretty fast, is the short squeezes. Now, I think it's about 73.7, these short squeezes. But again, they're probably moving their stop losses as we speak, as the price goes up. But some won't, and then they'll get liquidated. And then boom, we'll see this money magnet start to pull its money up, 76K. And that's when the party starts. You would think that the party has started already, seeing as though we were at 16K. That was a bad party. Good party for everyone that was buying Bitcoin at that point. Now, to go back to that point in time, when was that? Was that like last year at this time, really? 16K. I know in September it was around 26K. But imagine at 16K, I was going through it too. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. I was thinking to myself that it's going to drop farther. At 16K is not the bottom. It's going to drop farther. And then what I would tell people, this is what I would actually tell people and not do. I would say, it could drop farther. You could get a better price, but when it's up at 70K, you won't care whether you got it at 16K or 10K. It'll make no difference to you. And what would I do? I would go back and I would not buy. And then finally, I listened to my own advice and I ended up, you know what? You're right. Who cares if it goes to 10K? And that's when I was lucky enough to catch that bottom bounce. I think most people did. If they were DCAing, they caught some of that 16K. Now, obviously, 16K looks like a genius buy now that it's 70K. But the party at 70K hasn't really started. Right now, the vibe of the party reminds me of when I used to play parties and they'd make us do 3 sets. This is before I took charge and said, we don't do 3 sets. There's when you're in a band, you generally do like a party band, wedding band, whatever. You generally do 3 sets. And so the first set is a throwaway set to people entering the party, taking their jacket off. They haven't had enough drinks, so they're very stiff, and then you're playing all these throwaway songs because none of them matter because nobody's listening. I feel like that's the stage of the party we're at 70K. Because, I mean, the party started, the party has begun, make no mistakes, but people are just getting to the party. People are just taking their jackets off. They're having that first drink, but not like the beer, just the cleansing beer. They haven't got into the hard liquor yet. So the party really hasn't started. So as a wedding band, we do the second set, and the second set would have generally instigation songs, you know, like the songs that would bring people to the dance floor. And then the third set was as throwaway as the first set because we could literally play Mony Mony for 45 minutes and no one would care and everyone would lose their minds over Mony Mony. So that's the story of a wedding band. First set, no one cares. Second set, you try your hardest. May or may break the party. Third set, didn't matter how good you are. You because make no mistake, back in my party days, when I would do the third set, I would be up around 10 drinks for sure. Me and the drummer, Trevor, we'd be up around 10 drinks for sure. And so you could imagine, we thought we sounded great. Man, we're just cooking here on the third set, Mony Mony. Especially because as a bass player, that's why I was playing the bass. Mony Mony's this. The whole song. So you can do that dead drunk. And we did. So not only was the third set a throwaway in the sense that you didn't have to be good. It's funny because you had to be a certain degree of proficient to get into a band. I mean, you couldn't be a blithering drunk like we were in our third sets. But you had to be good enough for the band leader, who in this case name was Grant Lutschaft. Good enough for him to go, okay, you'll do. You'll be okay to back me up. And then turns out you don't have to be that good because by the time the third set comes along, you're all trashed. And so is everyone else, so it doesn't really matter. Remember on Monday we said I wouldn't be surprised in the Monday video? Now, one thing that you've probably never heard me ever say on this channel is, if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch it. It's pointless for me to say that because they're very time sensitive. But on Monday, I said I wouldn't be surprised to ride the light fandango down this ascending channel or the symmetrical triangle's resistance. So far, Lord love a duck if she isn't doing that. Misko, you should take some pictures of that at Denver Airport art and send it to me. Slide those into the old DMs. Now, where I don't want to go, you can see, look how things work out here. Look at the 20. Help me out here, Johnny T. If you follow this 20 moving average, where does it lead us to the breakout point of this symmetrical triangle? Now, isn't it funny how all these things work out? We're riding the light fandango down resistance. We're going to hit the 20 moving average right at that. And look at that. It's also the 23.6% fib. So you have this correlation. That's where price wants to go. It wants to go where there's correlation, corroboration. Misko is going to look around and try to find it. I remember the last time I was in the Denver airport, and this is going back a long time. There was a smoking section. There was like this window where you could see human beings sit there and suck poison into their bodies willingly. No one was forcing them. They weren't being punished. They were willfully sending it into whatever they wanted. See human beings. Oh, what's going on here? Sit there and I pressed mute. I meant to press this. I meant to be in Ecamm. Press that. Sneaky Pete vaporizers, possibility for a ragtime FOMO in at the top. How would FOMO in at the top be? Ooh, ooh, do 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 ba-do ba-da-da-do do 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 do. I FOMO'd in at the top, couldn't stop. It's more like polka myself. I FOMO'd in at the top, couldn't stop. Now I'm down a lot. Oh, I should have held court till resistance became support. Oh, I should have held court till resistance became support. Let's do the verse. Everybody's sitting on the strings. All my friends are doing drugs. Everybody's cracking beers. Who the fuck am I to judge? I suppose I shouldn't care. Influencers everywhere telling me I'm missing out. Drinking on their rubber boats. I couldn't take it. I FOMO'd in at the top. Couldn't stop myself. I FOMO'd in at the top. Now I'm down a lot. I should have held court till resistance became support. Oh, I should have held court till resistance became support. Yeah, it was more polka than anything. Thank you for the super chat, Sneaky Pete. Thank you for the gifting the memberships, Misco. What would be ragtime? I can't even think what ragtime sounds like right now. It's like sometimes when I don't know the first line of a song, I don't know the rest, and then you just give me that one word, and I know the entire song. Andre P, any update on the crypto album? Yeah, there is. I'm in the midst. I'd say I'm halfway done because I made the unfortunate error of looking into some of the old songs that I'd already canned. I'm like, I can do it better. I can make it sound a little better. And so I wanted everything to sound. The problem is some of the songs I did earlier, it's hard to match the production level, like compression, where my mic was, the effects, because I've done a house cleaning on my computer, and a lot of the effects I had from years gone by, I just get rid of them. And so it sounds different, so I had to redo it. And so, yeah, I redid a couple songs, Lambo, Loneliest Lamborghini, redid FOMO a bit. Now, the tough part about that is when you do a demo, there's a certain energy to the creative aspect of it, and it's hard to reproduce sometimes. So sometimes you can have a fantastic sounding demo that everyone likes, and then you go to make the masterpiece. This one's going on the album. That was the demo. This one's going on the album. And you kind of shit the bed on it. You lose the creative je ne sais quoi that you captured when you were just kind of writing. Because a lot of the songs I just wrote and recorded at the same time. Because it was for, like, FOMO at the top actually came in that morning. This is back on the BitBoy channel. If you can remember, that song debuted at the end of a video. So I literally just wrote that song kind of in the morning one day, way back in 2021. Now, can you believe that song is 3 years old already? And it hasn't seen I'll also have, what's going to happen, Backup Kid, he says, make an album out of the demos. I will keep everything. So the package that I'd like to have is the album, and then you also get all the demos, and you also get all the stems. And what do I mean by stems? Stems are the files of the song. So if you are a musician, you can take those files, there's no vocals on them, remix them, make them a karaoke song, whatever you want. So it'll be this big package, because I do believe that some of those demos have a little bit of magic. There's still some demos. We had an album called Vanderveen. Kyle and I, we were in the band. And when we got the final production done, that was done by a professional producer, big time, famous producer. And we were like, it's good, I guess. And we were all in love with the demos. And we never really got over it. We thought the demos were the best, better than the album. Although the album's pretty good. If you go on YouTube, you can find it. If you go Vanderveen, Weekend Full of Weekends. I think there's another one, Art Fag. Yeah, we named a song Art Fag. This is before, like, I remember when I told the band, yeah, this song's called Art Fag. And to us, back in the day, an art fag was like a kind of a pompous cultural pompous, if that makes sense. Like they thought they knew everything about everything. That's what our take on an art fag was. And now I think it's something different. I don't know what it is, but I still, those are the words that we used back then. And they said, you should change the name. I'm like, it's not like the album's going anywhere anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's Art Fag Vanderveen, or Weekend Full of Weekends Vanderveen. It's the whole album. It was the album that was stuck in my mom's car. She had a Sunfire, a Chevy Sunfire or a Pontiac Sunfire. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, hipsters, Earth Scum. They're hipsters. That's what I meant, like hipsters. Kind of annoying hipsters though. Like they're trying to be different like everybody else type hipsters. So this album was stuck in my mom's car, and we took a drive to Regina, all right, which is 5.5 hours from Winnipeg, and we listened to it the whole time. And I was like, yeah, these songs are pretty good. I never really got bored of it. And you would think that after hearing them, writing them, recording them, I would have been sick to death of them. But I wasn't. And then I never listened to it again for 10 years because I actually don't have a copy of this CD. It's called Vanderveen. I think my mom might have it. I think Kyle might have it. I know I have the files on my computer. Holy Solana's under 168. Broken down from 170. Solana's having a hell of a week. From 203 down to 168. Actually, we dipped all the way to 162. Now tell me, if you don't have Solana, are you looking for an entry price? Now, if you were to chart this, we are breaking under certain point of support. And after this, I would probably say another entry would be right here at 159. And if she's so darn tootin', I would say maybe 143. But what would likely happen is that the market knows that people will be loading up at 143, and it will likely bottom at 149 if it goes down that far. Now, it would take a lot of Bitcoin pressure to push Solana down that far because Solana's community is robust. So there are people that will sell due to FUD. I don't believe it. So the more I'm in this industry, the more I watch the charts, the more I don't believe people sell the news because they don't have the sideline powder to get back in. Some do, but I mean the normal retail trader, they're not going like, oh shit, sell, I'm out, right? They're usually in a lock and hold pattern. So it's just this is another reason why I say don't trade is because you're trading bots. You're trading AI bots. Are you smarter than AI bots? Are you faster than AI bots? No, but I still think my old version of trading, the knees and elbows, I called it. So I'll run you through what the knees and elbows would be maybe on this 4-hour chart. So how I would, let's get out of here. How I would trade the currencies I was trading is, let's say I determined this an entry point, 64.7 right here, if I did. And my take profit would have been, say, up here at 71. So I'm just going to draw some circles in here so we know the head and shoulder, the knees and elbows. This would be the entry. This would be my take profit. Basically, what I would want to do is get in at the knees right here and then get out at the elbows right here. So I would try to capture this amount of the trade, the swing, because if you start thinking you can get bottoms and you can get tops, that's when you slowly start getting wrecked. You don't know you're wrecked, but you're eventually going to get wrecked. So you take what you think is a profitable trade, this swing here, and then you look for the in-between. Look how noisy this is getting. That's where you would get the most gains because you have to be more disciplined. So yeah, it's almost like a inception discipline. So you have the trade, which most people would be going for, like, oh, I'm going to get it right at the bottom here, and I'm going to get out at the top. Then you got to inception down, more discipline, and get in on the knees and get out at the elbows. And you can reverse it on shorts. You get in on the elbows, out on the knees. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Good. Well, we got a super chat from Misco, and you want to hit the sweet reverb there? And I know one of Misco's favorite songs that he likes to hear is oh yeah, I guess you can't hear that ringing in my ear.
Wait.
His favorite song is Country Roads. So let's do that.
Wait, I wanna do.
Nice going. All right. See, everyone's here to see you play. Let's do some Country Roads for Misco.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains. I don't know where from. Life is old here, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to the water. Dark and dusty, painted to the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Virginia, Mountain Mama. Country roads, take me home. I get this feeling.
I hear a voice.
I hear a voice. I hear a voice in the morning. She calls me. Radio reminds me of a home far away. Driving down this road, I get this feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday.
Sing it.
Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Country roads, take me home.
Whoa, nice deceptive chord out there, buddy. Good job.
Waving octopus red.
That's from Dave Digital the Goat. Nice singing, buddy. Way to remember all those. Thanks for turning off the sweet reverb. Well, speaking of great piano playing, tonight is the biggest and the best live dueling piano stream in the world at 9:30. If you have nothing better to do tonight and you're at home and you buy the computer or buy your phone or buy your iPad or whatever, come and join us at 9:30. Put in a request. Join the chat. The chat goes off on all sorts of things. I generally watch the comments the next day when I'm driving. I'll squeeze it just to see if I missed a super chat or something like that. And it's interesting that chat has its own life of its own, a life of its own for sure. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing it to that one person that needs to know how easy it is to get into Bitcoin. It's not Chinese gibberish. It's something we can all do. Thank you very much, everybody. Have yourself a fantastic weekend.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.